What's up, y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game. You already know what time it is because you get one shot at life, but you get a chance to soak up all the game to make yourself a better person. So I'm here to give it to y'all. Let me explain something in this video. I want to explain something to y'all about the purpose of the universe and the twin flame journey. A lot of people don't understand it. So when they go through the whole journey or the experience, it's kind of confusing to them. You're going to have your highs and lows. You're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have your bad and good days. That's just how life works in general. But the whole purpose is to become in sync and in harmony. Body connects with everyone in their life based off of soul level. But right now in 2023, we're going through a very profound, unexplained experience where you have people who are playing a big part in getting people to understand and recognize some of their flaws and things that they may need to work on in their life to become a better them. Things that have been subconsciously programmed in their brain or in their hearts to make them do certain things that they know no longer serves them. Times it is bounced off of one person into another. Say, for example, you have your feminine, you have your masculine side, right? But if they're unbalanced in some type of way, you'll have someone who comes along who has that balance and is able to show you some of the things that you are not as strong in. And they basically take that level of understanding in their life, that strong suit where they're strong in their life, and pass it down to you. And then you slowly start to see where you're changing and the things that you know were no longer serving you in your life, but for whatever deep down reason, you could not let it go. You could not change it. You thought that's who you were. So you continue to stay with those thoughts and you continue to do the same actions. In order to elevate and grow in the world, you have to be able to acknowledge what's serving you and what's not to elevate your game. Because if you don't, you ultimately stay stagnant in the same spot on a soul level. This has nothing to do with the physical. The physical, you could go day by day, you could get a better job, you can have the clothes, you can have the car, you can have the apartment, but still be fucked up in the soul. And not even realize that behind closed doors, you're creating the same actions that are getting you the same results. But you think since you're just going on day by day and you have, the nice ride and the nice house and the nice clothes, everybody, and you smiling and chilling when everybody's around, that on a soul level, you're happy. When in reality, when everyone goes bye-bye and you get naked in the shower, that's when you really have to sit with yourself and understand, you know what, I'm not happy. And a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that. A lot of people don't even want to admit it. So we're in this day and age of 2023 where the universe, should I say, because the God is inside of all of us, is waking up the part of our bodies that has been asleep for so long on ourselves due to the programming of what we have learned growing up. You can't blame it on your parents. You can't blame it on nobody because everybody is just going with emotions. And again, there is no rule book for how you choose to parent a little human soul. So systematically, if you have it programmed in your head, my mom is a good mom. She's there physically. On a soul level, no. And then my dad is missing out of the home. Typically, you learn how to navigate life by your own experiences, by going out in the world and figuring out how to navigate life through experiences. And a lot of times, sometimes you'll have good experiences and sometimes you'll have bad experiences, but ultimately that helps you determine who you gonna be with certain people. You might be this way with one person, you might be this way with another person. It's not nobody's fault, because as we were young, we needed someone to help us condition our souls and love our souls and pay attention and systematically figure us out. But at the end of the day, you have to figure you out. That's the test. You got to figure out what you really want in this life. and where you trying to go and where you headed and where you put your thoughts and your actions too. Everybody has the power to create their whole own reality, but you have to also have the power to dedicate your actions and your thought process to what you really want to do. You can't be out here talking about, I want to do this and open up my own business and do this, most of your time smoking weed and drinking the bottle with Keisha in them. You're not even putting most of your energy to your dream. So then that's exactly what happens. The dream comes just a dream. No one excels past that level of having a thought and an idea because we too busy not having the power to believe in ourselves due to what others may think and feel, that we're not putting the actions needed to the thoughts that we have in creating this dream. The reality of it all is that it's no one's fault. We're all systematically susceptible to the judgment of others until finally the light clicks on and you realize, you know what? I was born by myself. I'm going to die by myself. What do I really want to do? When you meet your twin flame, it's basically like you inside of you, but an alter ego, meaning it is you inside of you on a soul level, but it is things or qualities that they have inside of themselves that you don't. The moment you start to recognize that twin flame, the qualities that you're not so strong in, you take on those same qualities, and you're now able to create this different version of yourself because you took on the qualities that someone else was stronger in that you may not have known or had because how you were systematically programmed to think all your life. Man, the twin flame journey is a wonderful experience. Gives you a chance to grow. It gives you a chance to elevate. And at first, you think you in love and all that. And listen, it's all in what you believe. It's all in your thought process. It's all in how you feel. You can create your own reality. So if that's set for you in your soul contract, then it will happen. But if not, 9 times out of 10, it's basically just the love that you have for whoever you may have infected with your twin flame, or whoever, you took on those same qualities or gave you something in exchange for you giving them something. It's really real. So unexpected, and it hit people, especially in 2023. We was not expecting it, that a lot of people don't know how to react out of it. So it comes from a level of ego and pride, and people, talking down, and people not being able to look at what's actually being done here. Unknown, and it's the magic in the world. Come at it in a different type of way. Still trying to figure themselves out. A lot of programming of the same thing. So you have to take the time to really sit with yourself and unlearn and relearn. That's going to take bad days, good days, drinking, smoking, alcohol, whatever it is that you do, until you finally become in a center of a place where you know what you don't want to do. You know the things that you don't want to do, and you know what you do just because you don't know what to do. But ultimately, you know the person you want to become. You know the person that you want to be. You're in the shower by yourself, or when you're alone, and the thoughts that you think, the universe is listening and paying attention. So they know the character and the person that you're ultimately destined to be and who you want to be, which means you have to cut out some of the things that's no longer serving you. And it's very hard to do, especially when you don't believe that you can become that person that you're destined to be, because you have so many people telling you who you should be. It's 2023. Now is the time that the world and the universe is working very magically to help us reprogram all the things that has been damaging us. I have to tell you, it is one incredible experience, because I have learned a lot of things from the people that I ultimately have been connected to for a lot of years. You never realize how much you are connected to the people that you encountered in your life until you have a realization and start looking at things in a different mindset. You can't never really judge a person, because what I realize is that everybody I have come into contact with in my life, at some point we were out here in these streets learning how to live, learning from right and wrong, learning from, the lack of extra guidance that we may have needed from our parents. And again, it's not their fault because they didn't get it and the parents before them didn't get it. So you have to go out here and figure out your own life. And you can ultimately become, the person that helps others figure out the right choices, or you can have something be done to you on so much of a damaging level that you can't see when someone is just trying to teach you the game because you're so blocked by whatever happened to you hurt you so bad. The twin flame journey is a beautiful experience, and a lot of people are experiencing it right now. A lot of people are realizing the things that they were doing because they really didn't feel so confident in themselves. From personal experience, I want to know, like, can y'all drop down y'all experiences in the comments? Even if you haven't had an experience, that means somewhere in your mind you were so blocked by whatever that has happened to you that you can't get over that hump. But I'm telling you right now, it's people out there that are giving people the game to understand that you were so much better than who you've been all your life. I've learned so much from people that I really care about in this last year, and areas where I wasn't so strong and areas where I needed to improve. And sometimes things are done to you that make you feel like they don't give a fuck. And it may pride and ego may be done on their part, but if you take that and rewire it and think of it differently, on a soul level, they wanted you to be better. So in order for you to be better, they had to do certain things that was going to make you mad or piss you off for you to look at yourself differently and be able to fix that trait inside of you that you may not have felt so confident in. It's not an easy process. Again, you're going to have highs and lows. You're going to have things you go through on a daily basis. You're going to have people that be looking at you in a different perspective just because they feel like you changed. Because you're not coming from their level of understanding. You're not doing what they've been subconsciously programmed to do all their life. And you've elevated and realized, you know what? I'm not going to take that no more. And it's not to hurt anyone. It's for us all to grow. But mental programming for so many years, most of us are like 30 and higher. Most of us are like, so it's been for them 30 years, we have been programmed to think one way, and everybody was all in conjunction with it. And now you have someone who all of a sudden said something that you've been doing all your life ain't cool. Now it's like, oh, dang. You come at it like, you get mad. You feel me? Like they trying to tell you who to be when in reality, that's not the case. It's just time to elevate. It's time to change what we've been programmed to do. Don't be blind to the twin flame journey. Everybody has a gift. Everybody is very knowledgeable. Everyone is psychic. Everyone has gifts. But again, if you're into all the junk food and all the eating unhealthy and the not fasting and the not drinking water some days, you're into the drugs and the alcohol, all that is on your mind to make you not strengthen your gifts. You have to get up, drink some water, and eat right. But everybody has a gift. And it's okay to be you. Just realize anything that's done in excessive amounts takes away from the ultimate experience of being you, especially if it's no longer serving you. So I just want to tell all my followers, all my subscribers, how much the twin flame journey could really change your life, and how much you don't realize, but the people you've had bonds with and connections with for a lot of years in your life, you form that bond with them on a soul level. The soul is in sync with each other, and everybody's not the same. Where they're stronger at, you may be weaker at. Where they're weaker at, you may be stronger at. So everybody can learn off of each other. But the magic is in understanding and knowing and wanting to become a better person instead of staying stagnant and stuck where you are. Clothes, the vacations, the money, the houses, the cars, none of that mean nothing if when you go to sleep at night your soul ain't cool. it has people not being able to really understand their mental. So they're in these liquor stores, they're buying the drugs, they're trying to balance it all out after so many years of doing the same thing. And it's okay. I'm here to say I'm here with you. Here to elevate the world and change how we see things and bring family and love back together. One has to love themselves first.